Kaka Humayun's white two-story house in Jalalabad had a balcony overlooking a large walled garden with apple and persimmon trees. There were hedges that in the summer the gardeners shaped like animals, and a swimming pool with emerald-colored tiles. I sat on the edge of the pool, empty save for a layer of slushy snow at the bottom, feet dangling in. Kaka Humayun's kids were playing hide and seek at the other end of the yard. The women were cooking, and I could smell onions frying already. I could hear the f of the pressure cooker. Music, laughter. Baba, Ramin Khan, Kaka Humayun, and Kaka Nadir were sitting on the balcony smoking. Kaka Humayun was telling them he had brought the projector along to show his slides of France. 10 years since he had returned from Paris, and he was still showing those stupid slides. It shouldn't have felt this way. Baba and I were finally friends. We'd gone to the zoo a few days before, seen Marjan the lion, and I had hurled a pebble at the bear when no one was watching. We'd gone to Dada Koka's kebab house afterwards, across from the cinema park. He had lamb kebab with freshly baked naan from the tandoor. Baba told me stories of his travels to India and Russia, the people he had met. Like the armless, legless couple in Bombay who had been married 47 years and raised 11 children. That should have been fun, spending a day with Baba, hearing his stories. I finally had what I wanted all those years, except now that I had it, I felt as empty and as this unkempt pool that I was dangling my legs into. The wives and daughters served dinner, rice, kofta, and chicken korma at sundown. We dined the traditional way, sitting on cushions around the room, tablecloths spread on the floor, eating with our hands in groups of 4 or 5 from common platters. I wasn't hungry, but I sat down to eat anyway with Baba, Kafka Farak, and Kaka Humayun's 2 boys. Baba, who had had a few scotches before dinner, was still ranting about the kite tournament, how I'd outlasted them all, how I'd come home with the last kite. His booming voice dominated the room. People raised their heads from their platters and called out their congratulations. Kaka Farak patted my back with his clean hand. I felt like sticking a knife in my eye. Later, well past midnight, after a few hours of poker between Baba and his cousins, the men lay down to sleep on parallel mattresses in the same room where we'd dined. The women went upstairs. An hour later, I still couldn't sleep. I kept tossing and turning as my relatives grunted, sighed, and snored in their sleep. I sat up. A wedge of moonlight streamed in through the window. I watched Hassan get raped. I said to no one. Baba stirred in his sleep. Kaka Humayun grunted. A part of me was hoping someone would wake up and hear, so I wouldn't have to live with the lie anymore. But no one woke up, and in the silence that followed, I understood the nature of my new curse. I was going to get away with it. I thought about Hassan's dream, the one about us swimming in the lake. There is no monster, he said, just water. Except he'd been wrong about that. There was a monster in the lake. It had grabbed Hassan by the ankles and dragged him to the murky bottom. I was that monster. That was the night I became an insomniac.